All right, ladies and gentlemen, special treat. The Mercenaries Command & Conquer Rivals first tournament happened today. You're probably watching this the day after. These are going to be matches from the tournaments, the ones at least that we could salvage. There was a lot of matches. We weren't able to save them all, but definitely had a lot of interest in getting you this one. IraqiZorro versus MavMitchell, completely even levels. This was winners, quarterfinals, something like that. It wasn't a first round match. There was 16, 18 or so people in the tournament. I'm going to attach all their social information below because they will be running more tournaments. But Mercenaries and Easy Combat putting together a pretty decent first go for Command & Conquer Rivals Esports. Hats off to you guys. They've also given me permission to do these replays. It's always good to have permission. So, preamble out of the way, beginning of the playlist. Iraqi and MavMitchell, best of 5. I'm really excited. Mav comes to the stream a lot. IraqiZorro is kind of like the big new hotshot, the big new up-and-comer. If you've seen any of the previous playlists, you've seen that this guy has definitely the skills to do it. But now that the level advantages are gone, because Iraqi hit Tiberium League very quickly, it's a big curiosity, right? How will he rank up against somebody who has been traditionally a top 10 player? MavMitchell, I think, was number 4 or 5 in the preseason. And I'm sure he's definitely done his homework in the other ones as well. So, preamble out of the way. Mav and Iraqi. You might be curious that there's so many rifles out there. They're creating a wall because we have snipers. Mav picking up these snipers means that these flamers, in theory, will drop. But now we also have another threat. Iraqi goes straight into the war factory, doesn't build any other units, and now these snipers are just toast. The snipers are not nearly as tanky as they used to be either, which is against Mav in this matchup. But that also being said, you know, Iraqi's actually cleaned up very well. We don't have flamers, I don't think, for Mav, which is why he's not transitioning into them. He's really trying to make sure that he can depend upon these snipers, but he hasn't been able to create walls yet. On the other thing that you're going to see on this map is that IraqiZorro has a Giga Cannon. And you put a Giga Cannon, you plunk it down here in the mid with Oksana buffs, it's now a legit scoot and shoot. And if you can't get near it, it will murder your vehicles. Just putting it up into the top here, Iraqi's is able to charge a pad, but he's also able to harass the Harvester. This is lost mining time for Mav. It's going to be putting him just a bit farther behind. And now we got an Oksana buff on these lasers, the bottom corner. Iraqi actually doesn't micro those lasers very well, so this actually could have already been a missile for him. But see what he's doing up the top. He's microing those flames. This tank can't get near the Giga Cannon. It's free fodder. And now MavMitchell is starting to bleed Tiberium. Not only is it lost mining time, but it's basically this Giga Cannon is just doing work. And you got to go through the mid on this map as the first rocket goes the way of our boy Iraqi. You got to go through the mid. And the Giga Cannon can just plunk down there with a nice wall in front of him of bikes and flamers and anything else that's not a Giga Cannon. And you Oksana buff it, which is what he just did, and then he just murders everything. You really need like orcas if you're going to go air against this. And that just is not in the cards, not this time for Mav. So again, MavMitchell bleeding out quite a bit of Tiberium. The Talons are finally going to get a little bit of work on top of them. It doesn't really matter. There's a little bit of harass going back and forth, but Iraqi's Harvester up in that top corner could actually become a very valid unit to put on that top pad, while the rest of the attention is on top of trying to kill out these Gigas. So we're charging missile. We got 0 blue. Mav is really struggling to find a placehold, a foothold. It really is. Oh my god, the range on that beam is just insane. Just gets cleaned up, man. The Giga Cannon Protect can be devastating. And IraqiZorro is going to take this one 1-0.